Writing task 1 and about 20 minutes on this task. The graphs below give information about computer ownership as a percentage of the population between 2002 and 2010, and by level of education for the years 2002 and 2010. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features, and make comparisons where relevant. Write at least 150 words. 150 words.
Academic Module Writing Answer. The bar charts show data about computer ownership, with a further classification by level of education, from 2002 to 2010. A steady but significant rise can be seen in the percentage of the population that owned a computer over the period. Just over half the population owned computers in 2002, whereas by 2010 3 out of 4 people had a home computer. An analysis of the data by level of education shows that higher levels of education correspond to higher levels of computer ownership in both of those years. In 2002, only around 15% of those who did not finish high school had a computer, but this figure had trebled by 2010. There were also considerable increases, of approximately 30 percentage points, for those with a high school diploma or an unfinished college education, reaching 65% and 85% respectively in 2010. However, graduates and postgraduates proved to have the greatest level of ownership in 2010, at 90% and 95% respectively, 20 percentage points higher than in 2002. The last decade has seen a substantial growth in computer ownership in general, and across all educational levels.
Writing task 2. Spend about 40 minutes on this task. Write about the following topic. A person's worth nowadays seems to be judged according to social status and material possessions. Old-fashioned values, such as honor, kindness and trust, no longer seem important. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this opinion? Give reasons for your answer and include any relevant examples from your own knowledge or experience. Write at least 250 words. 150 words.
Academic Module Writing Answer. Given the power and influence of the super-rich, it might seem as if social status and material possessions are the new symbols of personal worth, but in everyday life I do not think this is true. It is apparent that most celebrities today are admired or envied solely for their material wealth or position in various social hierarchies. Many of these people are known to turn their backs on friends, cheat on their spouses or spend their evenings overindulging in alcohol and/or drugs. Things like owning a mansion, driving an expensive car and getting into A-list parties are exalted above old-fashioned values. Ultimately, though, it is the many readers of gossip magazines and celebrity blogs who reinforce these ideas. Nevertheless, I do believe that in their day-to-day lives most people still believe in values such as honor, kindness and trust. In some way most of us want to form loving families, raise our children to be good citizens, stand up for their downtrodden and protect our communities from harm. We still form friendships, romances and business partnerships based on old-fashioned criteria. When our trust is abused or we are unfairly treated, we see that as a major violation of our relationship, and we judge the wrongdoer accordingly. In conclusion, I believe there is some truth to the notion that status and possessions have superseded old-fashioned values as a measure of a person's worth. Looking beyond the tabloids, however, it is apparent that most ordinary people have still preserved an old-fashioned conscience.